there's one thing we all love, is a nice, beautiful, juicy steak that just came off the grill. Now, every steak you ever had was probably an amazing steak because of one special ingredient, and that is salt. So for today, I'm going to be dry brining 4 different steaks to find out which way is way too much. And by the end of this video, we're going to be learning something new. This is the dry brining experiment where I push all limits. So let's do it. And my choice of cut today is a ribeye. If you are unfamiliar with a ribeye, well, you shouldn't. It is one of the most popular steak in the United States and the world. This one here and every one I'm going to be using is choice grade. And as you know, ribeye consists of 2 parts. We have the eye and we also have the cap, which is also known as the spinalis dorsus. That right there, my friends, is the best part of the steak. And as you can see, it's always well marbled, even on a choice steak like this. And to start the experiment, the first thing we need to do is to season it with salt. The one important thing to remember when dry brining is to make sure that you get all sides, including the edges. Once that's done and you let your steak sit for a little, you'll notice that you will immediately start sweating. That's because the salt is drawing out moisture from the meat. Now, the interesting thing is that that moisture will dissolve the salt, and once that's done, the salty water will go back into the steak. That is why dry brining is so wonderful. It ensures that the steak is seasoned all the way through. Now, I've always recommended to dry brine it at least 24 hours before your cook. But for larger pieces of meat, you want to give it at least 48 hours. That ensures that the salty liquid goes all the way deeply into the meat, and the end result is a perfectly seasoned beef. The next thing to do is to put it on the cooling rack and put it in the refrigerator so that it can dry brine. Now, I've always wondered how much time is too much if you leave it in your refrigerator dry brining. So for that, this is what's gonna happen. The very first steak, we're gonna be letting it dry brine for a whole month. The next one for a week. The following for 3 days. And the last one for 24 hours. I'm gonna be calling the 24 hours our control because we already know that one is gonna be amazing. But all the other 3, I have no idea what's gonna happen. Once the time was up, this is what the steaks look like. And here we have the 24-hour dry brine steak. As expected, the color is nice and red. That's a sign that the salt penetrated deeply into the meat. But at the same time, you can see that salt does not penetrate fat. For being our control, this is exactly what I'm looking for. Absolutely perfection. Now moving on to the second one. This one was dry brine for 3 days. And as you can see, it is completely different already. The funny and interesting thing, because we gave it enough time, the salt penetrated the fat. And to be honest with you, I think that the salt penetrated so deeply into the meat that it came out through the other side. I mean, look at it. It still feels kind of soft. I would say that it feels very similar to a dry aged steak. You can see that it has a crust, but the middle I can tell that it's nice and soft. And this is the one that was dry brine for a whole week. And it's not like a rock, but at the same time, it's not soft either. I can still push it out and feel that there's some meat inside. I'm not sure why you would ever do anything like this for a week, but hey, we're here. I guess if you forget it in your refrigerator, it's a good excuse. And then moving on to our final steak. As you already know, this one was for a whole month. One of the most interesting thing I see right away is that it seems like the salt ate the steak. There's a huge indentation. I'm not quite sure, but I think salt eats meat. I don't know how else to explain it. It also feels like a rock. When I mean a rock, I mean a rock. I'm telling you right now, if I throw this on a windshield on a car, it will totally break. Now, if you ask me, Guga, how do they smell? None of them have a bad smell. They all seem okay to me. And I'm really curious to find out what they're gonna taste like. And for that, there's only one thing left to do, is to cook it. But now that you have seen everything that these steaks went through, it is time to cook them. I'm gonna be first putting a nice beautiful sear on them and then cooking them in indirect heat. To make sure every single one reaches an internal temperature of 135 degrees Fahrenheit, I'm gonna be using my wireless thermometers. And now I say it is enough talking and it is time to cook some steaks. So let's do it. right, everybody, here we have our beautiful steaks. What do you think, Angel?
Well, I don't know about that.
What do you mean?
Here we have some beautiful steaks.
What are you talking about? Look how perfection it is.
Yeah.
All right, so here.
So I was gonna ask you. So what?
Forget about that one.
Is that like a vegan steak? What is that?
Forget about that one. I know it looks a little bit different than normal.
I'm not vegan.
Well, me neither. Obviously. Welcome to Google Foods. Okay, but with that being said, we have nothing against vegan, everybody. I respect everyone. We just like meat a lot. Maybe too much.
It's just so tasty.
Is that what we do? Anyway, listen, we're talking too much. We have 4 beautiful steaks. All right, I want to know which one is better. A few beautiful.
A few beautiful steaks.
We are talking too much. Let's go for it, my friend.
I don't know what that's a mushroom.
A mushroom
that looks like a steak or something.
All right, everybody, first steak. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, there's no way I can be vegan.
It's tasty, it's soft, it's juicy. There's nothing to see, like nothing bad to say about this one.
I would say it's a Guga steak.
It's a Guga steak, yeah.
Absolutely fantastic, everybody. Exactly what you're looking for on a steak. Perfection, seasoned all the way through. Yeah. By the way, there's no pepper and no garlic powder in none of these steaks. Pure salt, nothing else.
Tastes good to me.
Tastes good to me as well. I wish it had a little bit of pepper and some garlic powder. It would have tasted even better.
I wish it had some garlic powder.
Yeah.
I really like it with some garlic powder.
All right, let's go for the second one. You ready? Cheers, everybody.
Well, the first one was better.
Yes, I agree. The first one was way better. This one, oh wow.
It tastes kind of like if someone preserved the meat for a little bit.
Yes. It's not bad.
No,
but it's like weird.
It's not as good though.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste fresh. That's.
What did you say? It tastes like what?
Like old, like preserved a little bit.
Yeah, I like a cured meat for me.
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean. Something like a cured meat because the salt has an aftertaste.
Yeah, it has like a weird.
It's not bad, everybody. I'm not gonna say it's bad because it's still good. It's a nice quality steak, but at the same time, it's kind of like no, I don't enjoy that one. You?
I mean, I could eat it.
Yeah,
I could eat it if I'm really hungry and there's this with rice and beans. I'm eating it, but
yeah. So,
but I'd rather eat this.
Oh yeah, there's no chance of it there, my boy. All right, you ready for the third one?
Let's go.
You're not looking forward to it
I don't
anymore.
know. You know, sometimes your madness comes in order.
So if it starts
bad and ends, it usually ends good. But if it starts good,
just like the pineapple experiment, I don't know if you guys remember. This is what Angel said on the pineapple experiment.
It's like the steak took in my mouth.
Don't curse, bro. Don't say that.
That's how mad I am at this steak. But I'm gonna go ahead and curse on the video. It's bad,
exactly, everybody. It's absolutely horrible. Okay, let's go for the third one, Andrew. You ready?
Right, let's go.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Oh. Oh. There's
no juice. Where did the juice go? It's like the juice took a hike. Well, that
and it's so hard.
Yeah, I know. This one's hard to chew, like, and the taste is off, and the.
Yeah, the smell was a little different. Just coming up to my face.
Did you swallow?
Yeah, I did. Should I not have? It tastes more like a ham.
It tastes, yeah, like an old ham too, not a good ham.
A really bad ham.
Guys, absolutely horrible. Don't try that one. It smells funny. It is not a good experience. All right, I'm excited for the last one. You ready?
Time for the vegan steak. This one's for you vegans out there. We're gonna taste test it for you.
Oh my God. All right, are you ready for the last one?
No.
So let me give you a description of what it smells like. In Brazil, we have what's called carne de panela, and that's basically when you put like stew meat and you deep fry the stew meat for a long time, and then it has a strong smell of beef. That's what it smells like. What do you think? What does it smell like to you? To this new generation? Your face tells everything, like it's smelling delicious. Enough talking, everybody. We're gonna give it a try. You ready? Cheers. Yeah, we're gonna give it a All right, everybody.
Oh, you did it? Oh, hell no.
Hold on one second. Definitely do not try that one at home. It's no longer a steak or meat.
That looks like a dog treat.
That's like...
It tastes like, don't ever do that.
Don't ever try that at home,
Do
everybody.
this.
Yeah.
You can do this.
All right, you ready to find out what it is?
No.
This experiment? No? All right, this is what it is. This is what we got.
You know what, Gua? I don't even want to know.
You don't want to know?
You could tell me what this one and this one were, and then you could just don't tell me what.
We'll keep that one in secret. This one here was just dry brine. Anyway, guys, these are the results. If you are going to dry brine a steak, only do it for 24 hours. 48 hours maximum. 72 hours like this one right here.
It starts going bad, man.
Exactly. And if you're gonna dry brine a big roast, 48 maximum is enough. And then these are just ridiculous to see how much we could push it. Don't push it.
Don't. It kind of looks like when you dry age.
Yeah.
You know how you have to cut off the layers of the top?
Pellicle,
It looks like that.
All the way through.
All the way through. Just looks like that.
There you go, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do enjoy this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe for future videos. Remember, if you are interested in anything I use, everything is always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. There is no salvation for this.
You're not going to fix that one.
This one is bye-bye.